Welcome back to iHeart Crypto. So, Bitcoin broke out after being really, really boring for a really, 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 really long time. But, is this just going to be a pump up before we head back down? So, let's talk about it. Um, you know, One thing is that we have this huge vector candle sitting back from the CPI data news that it could be likely that they're just coming to take liquidity from. The only thing that has me slightly, let me just reload this, slightly, you know, concerned or whatever, is just the patterns that we're in. All right, so I'll come on over here to the daily. There we go. Let's come over to regular candles. Let's look at our Victor candles. Alright, so big vector candle right here. Looks like they're coming up and taking it now. Alright. You got your 55 EMA on the daily sitting roughly at 20,800. All right. Now we know that they like to take half of this candle. I mean, at least. But if you remember this candle, I mean, this was a very sharp drop. So there's a lot of people that'll be sitting in profit up here. I mean, if you come over to, like, I don't know, let's say the 10-minute, all right, and you come back, let's see if we can find it. I mean, most of the volume was back. Let's see if, where's the price action? Okay, here it is. All right, right here. I mean, right up in here. So see this is big drop. I mean, this is massive, right? Massive amounts of liquidity up in here. All right, you can draw a box around this here. All right, I mean, there's tons up in there. All right, there's some liquidity here. All right, and it seems as though we didn't take these vectors over here on the 10-minute. All right, so let's just see where we're at. Let's draw another box around those. All right, so now I know we got boxes everywhere up in here, but this is where the liquidity resides. All right, let's just drag this over, come back over to the 1 hour, and start mapping this out. See where we could come. All right, because obviously there's a bunch of shorts in the red box. All right. Now, here's the funny thing. I mean, we know there's a ton of liquidity up there. Tons of liquidity up there. All right. Okay. All right. So, could we just be coming for these vectors over here and leaving the top behind? It's tough to say, right? If we are coming for these vector candles, all right, it makes some sense because you got your 55 daily EMA sitting right there. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a pump right now, actually. All right. Yeah. Could be coming for those now. How much further up is this percentage-wise? Another 2%. It looks like they're coming for it. Now, of course, with every big pump, let's see how many vector candles we left down below. Ooh, I might want to put in a long right now. This thing looks like it wants to move. Yeah, they are just squeezing the shorts right now. Squeezing them up. Tough to trade. Things are high. You got bearish div printing like a mofo. What's up with my... Why did my trader's reality all of a sudden go down below here? Let me get rid of this. Leave. Let me bring my good chart over. Let me save this. I don't want things to get messed up. Alright, good enough. Alright, so BT sizzle. I mean, you pump up here, you're gonna make some bear div. Alright, at least on your... What time frame am I on here? On your 20-minute, at least. I mean, probably all the way up to your 1 hour. Yeah. I mean, you have to pump up pretty good. Alright, but they are squeezing the shorts. It's a short squeeze, in essence. Alright, but if you look down below, alright, now what do you have down here on your 1 hour? Alright, you got a vector candle region over here. All this vector, look at that. Boom, right there. Alright, you got a vector there. Alright, you got a vector, you know, all this whole region. Alright, and if you go into lower time frames, just to see where they're at, I mean, look at that. That's a really big vector right there on the 15-minute time frame. In fact, I would mark that one out. That would be the vector they would want to come back down and take. Alright, here's another vector they're trying, you know, look, another vector popping up. It's not a good look, alright? Not a good look for, you know, when you want to come back down to the downside. So, you know, the thing that has me scratching my head, and there's a green dot on the 5 hour, you know, usually it takes another 5 or 6 candles and means to go long, alright? Is it possible, you know, once you come up here, you're hitting this descending trend line here. Alright, there's a trend line there, and then there's the massive descending trend line right there. To get a fake out, you know, I mean, you might take that vector, come back down, test, and then boom, you're off to the races, and everyone's gonna be screaming brand new bull run. You know, the reason for that is because of this massive downwards trend line. Alright, drawn from the top of the bull market. Alright, massive falling wedge. Alright, not a good look. Alright, I mean, looking on your 7-day, you know, 7-day 3 LOXs usually means seller exhaustion. You know, usually you get like 3 to 4, you know, and it means it means that the sellers are running out. So something to think about, you know. So could we be getting that breakout? I mean, also, you do have a beautiful W formation forming here, you know. It is quite beautiful if you ask me. Alright, beautiful W formation. Okay. But again, what did we leave behind? We have left behind vector candles on the 1 hour early time frame. I mean, massive vector candle on the 1 hour and on the 15-minute. That's a big cause for concern. You don't want to leave these vectors around. Okay. Nonetheless, a plan. Alright? The plan, no matter what the price is to accumulate coins. So, I mean, Solana is sitting at $34. I mean, I remember back, God knows when. I mean, now look at Solana. This is on the 7 hour, but let's go to the 15-minute. Let's see if we left any vectors behind here. We've left massive amounts of vectors behind. Alright, here at 32.25, you know, here at 33.96. So, you know, I'm a little hesitant to you know, to go in. Oh, look at this vector down here. I mean, you got vectors all over the place. I mean, that's sitting at $32. Actually, you can come back down and take that one. That's good. All right. You don't want to buy pumps, of course, but on the same token, it's always good to DCA. You want to be in the market. You don't want to be left behind. I mean, you got the S&P sitting right at support. All right. Where's my S&P? S&P. All right, looking at it on the weekly. Looking shady. All right. Extreme fear in the stock market. All right. But you do have 3 gaps on the S&P that they're going to want to come back up and fill. All right. We know it looks a lot like 2018. We know this looks bad. All right. But the crypto market does not look as bad as the stock market. Okay? It just doesn't. It looks decent. Solana getting that pump up at the moment. I want to DCA into Solana. I do. I want to DCA today. I know I'm going to buy. I mean, this could be a nice little M formation right here. You know, coming back down. You don't want to buy these pumps. I know that. Let me see if there's a larger trend line on Solana here. It looks like it wants to break out. I mean, here's a nice little trend line. It looks like it's breaking out. And on the 22 hour, you're getting a nice long signal. Money flow crossover on your 22 hour. On your daily. Money flow is turning up into the green. I don't know, split RSIs though. 2-day. Money flow crossover into the green. You know? 2 hour. Oh. Looks like it could come down a little bit. You can print a trigger wave on your 4 hour. Split RSIs on your 7 hour. Ooh, that looks terrible on your 9 hour. Money flow beastin' though. Not to mention, you broke your golden pocket. Alright? I mean, if we were to do a Fibonacci retrace, let's throw our fibs on here. I don't know why the numbers are coming up on the wrong side, and that's bothering me. On the left. Labels on the right. I mean, you're coming up to your golden pocket. Alright. So, meh. Tough to trade, I'll tell you that. Tough to trade. You'd also want to wait for a retest. I mean, that retrace retest is coming in at about $33.47. But look, when you're DCAing, does it really matter? You know what what you put it in as. I mean, you could just be coming up here to take this vector candle, come back down. You know, that's the thing about trading trend lines and stuff like that. Is I don't know. The thing is that if you get a bounce in the stock market, you know, if you do get that bounce, because things are really oversold in the stock market right now. I mean, there's a lot of fear there. You know what I mean? And if it does start to bounce, crypto's going to bounce and prices will go up. So also, weekly. I mean, look at this volume on the weekly. That's a lot of sell volume. Weekly. Oh, that's the 2 week. I was like, what? Weekly BBWP got that cross. Ooh, it didn't get the cross. Interesting. Looked like it was going to get the cross. Didn't. You know, money flow generally coming out, but could make a higher low. VWAP coming up. You know, like, could this just be like tons of sideways action for a really long time? You know, Tons of sideways action for a really long time. But when this breaks out, I mean, traders are going to go ham on Bitcoin. This is a massive, massive falling wedge. You know? I mean, I don't even know what the technical target would be. Let's see. Of this falling wedge. Something like this. Ooh, look at that. You come back up and start taking liquidity here. 40K. Interesting. What would that move be? Ooh, 100%. I mean, with BBWP crossing on the weekly, I mean, the last time it crossed, you know, you got a massive move up, you know? I mean, of course, it crossed over here, you got a massive move down. But, you know, it's also been 1 year since the top. And in crypto, we all know that the 1 year is the bottom. So, I mean, that's a narrative. That's a narrative. We're in a very interesting spot at the moment. Very interesting spot. I guess the idea is like, do you want to be in the market or do you not want to be in the market? You know? Why is my red box so big? Did I not expect to come back up and take this so early? Not until 2026? I mean, Jesus. Alright, back to it. Let's take a look on our 12-hour and just look for some bear div. I mean, of course, you're going to be making bear div. Alright, so I mean, you're currently going to be making bearish divergence, you know, from here. But I mean, this is the RSI. I mean, look at this. You know, you're not going to be making any bear div unless you pump up, you know, past that vector candle. You know, so meh. Nah. Tough call. The Dixie also looks, you know, it's at a crucial point, you know. Let's see where we're at here. Let's go to the monthly. You know, the Dixie not only is in this rising broadening wedge here, all right, which is just a freaking parabola, but it is coming up on a line of resistance here, you know, back from, when was that? Look, 2008 or 9, you know, you got resistance all up in there, you know, so you would kind of maybe expect this to correct and then bounce around in here, you know, in this channel, you know. I mean, if it breaks this line, I mean, we're off to the mother trucking races, you know. I think that's the fear. But look at the RSI on the monthly, you know. I mean, one could argue that when it did this over here, it also did very much the similar thing, you know, and then oscillated around and just went parabolic, you know. One could argue kind of the same thing over here, but it's cooked. It is absolutely cooked. So, you know, you got your Dixie looking toppy, you know, if it keeps structure here, you know, and in here, you know, you didn't have much structure. It was just straight up. I think it's a good day to DCA. I mean, who wants to buy Solana at $40? I don't. And there's no guarantees that we're coming back down anytime soon. Just like we left the vector candles to the upside, it's possible we leave them to the, you know, here as well. You know, I just think these things are so bearish. And I just have this weird feeling that we're not gonna go much lower. I just get that feeling. I feel like we're just gonna be in a massive range for such a long time, you know, that you want to be buying. I mean, I'm buying a mid-range. It's a mid-range buy. You know, you got a blue vector candle here. They're going to want to come back down and take at some point. You know what I mean? I just want to be in the market. I just want to be in the market. I want to be accumulating. I mean, I didn't catch Solana at $30. Alright? I didn't catch it there. You know? And, you know, what's $4? You know, in the grand scheme of things. If we think Solana's going to 400, you know? Which I do think it's going to go to $400. You know? So every Solana that I collect, I figure it's $400. And just hold it for 5 years. Not even 3 years. You know? I like the money flow. I like the money flow here on the higher time frames. You know, you're crossing over and you're beasting. It looks freaking amazing. Money flow crossover on your 2-day. I mean, the last time you crossed over, oh, I mean, geez, it was back here. We're buying a Solana. We're buying one Solana today. $34.71. All right. I think this is the account. Just buy one. $34. All right, so roughly $35. Done. DCA is the way. Long-term holds. All right, buying one Solana. Feels so good to buy crypto. Let me tell you, it feels so good. So good. All right, loving it. Loving it. All right, we'll try to buy one a week, no matter what the price is. All right, look, down 75%. Like, who cares? 92% buy. All right, we're earning 4% APY. You know? I want to buy Quant. I have a whole list. I want Matic. I want Atom. More Atom. Near, HBAR, Quant, Gala, and Kadena. Those are my coins. The rest of these we'll see. But those are the coins. Those are the coins I decided. And of course, ETH and Bitcoin. You know? Maybe. Alright, now. That was 34.87. So today's date is 9/27/2022. Number of coins 1. Price 34.87. I spent 34.87. Alright. First DCA on stream. Alright. Big DCA. Big time DCA. Alright. I mean, just one a week. Just one a week. Alright. I know it's gonna be hard to buy if the prices are going up, I tell you that. It's gonna be difficult. So is it possible we go, I mean, we have the core price, a core PCE price index coming up. We also got a couple things coming in today that should be fairly interesting. Powell is speaking, where is it? I know he's speaking today. All right. I think he's speaking about crypto. So 7:30 a.m. I'm gonna try to listen in on that. That's gonna be interesting. Or I'll just listen to the minutes. But you know, we got this on Friday. This is gonna be big. All right. So it differs from core CPI in that it only measures goods and services targeted toward towards and consumed by individuals. Prices are weighted according to total expenditure per item, which gives important insight into consumer spending behavior. CPI is released about 10 days earlier and tends to garner most of the attention. All right, if the Federal Reserve's primary inflation measure, inflation is important to currency valuation because rising prices lead to central banks to raise interest rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. All right, so what I'm thinking, all right, so like, I mean, the last time this came out was July. I don't think that was too good. August. All right, so, you know, we'll see how this comes out. All right, I mean, there's a plethora of news coming out. Let's go with our crypto bubbles. Probably having a good day today. Yeah, the uni up big. Wouldn't want to DCA into uni. You know, what's good for the week? XRP going nuts. Quant, we want a quant. All right. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Let's see what Crypto Savvy's saying. I love Savvy. He's such a bear. Such a bear. The thing about Savvy is that that, you know, I mean, he's called the market really, really well. Good morning. Don't end up someone's exit liquidity here. Don't expect the DXY to drop if you're going to be very disappointed. Just saying. All right. .com bubble, Bitcoin bubble, oil, opportunity zone. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Oh, look at him. He's posting altcoin charts. Did he do Sol? I'm gonna sell my Sol. Oh, look. Sol. 23 and $6. Thanks, Savvy. Look, I don't know, man. I don't know. I DCA all day. I'm not playing games here. Wow, look at all the... This is great. Good for him. What's he calling for ETH? See, now, here's a good point. Like, this is a great point. All right? What I'm doing is I'm saving cash to buy ETH at 700. And then I'll $300. I mean, we can manage $300. That's what I'm gonna buy ETH when it comes down there. But I got a DCA. Because there are no guarantees. I mean, back when Bitcoin for Savvy, and I do like Savvy. All right. Now, he did call this. You know, he called the tops over here. Okay. He called the drop, right? And he did say that we were going to get a move up. He did say that. All right. And it was in a regular correction. He's admitted that. But he also said that we were going to go to 24. All right. We did not. We did not go to $24,000. All right. We went to 28. All right. We are sitting at, 18,000 for a couple days there. And I mean, he's calling for like 7. I just don't know. All right. I just don't know. And I'm unwilling. I mean, do I think that this is a huge trap? Yes. Do I? Yes, I do. I really do. I mean, you just have some bullish ass signals here. I mean, you got the green dot on your 3-week. One interesting thing here is you getting a red dot on ETH on your 3-week. That's very bearish. Very bearish. And ETH can be a leading indicator here. All right, red dot on your 3-week. This is not a good look. All right. So, when we DCA'd, it's $34. If you lose $15, like, who cares? If you lose, who cares? It's a DCA. just got to be in the market. I got to be in the market. I can't not own crypto at the moment. I think it's too risky to not own anything. You know, I'm not trying to time the bottom. You know, I'm gonna have some cash on the side to buy the next dip and everything like that, and just slowly accumulate over time, over the next year. You know what I mean? I realize I didn't get the best price on Sol for this DCA, but what day is it? Tuesday. I hear that best days to. I wonder what the internet says about that. What's the best day to DCA in crypto? I spelled crypto wrong. What's the best time of week to buy Bitcoin? Could it be Wednesday at 3 a.m. or maybe Friday at 11 p.m.? The best time in the week for potential gains. Cheapest on Sundays. Most expensive on Wednesdays. Interesting. So, the best time to weekly DCA was Thursdays at 11 p.m., while the worst time was Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Again, this time. Okay. Interesting. Overall, it seems that the best day to buy Bitcoin may be a concept of the past. All right. I don't know. It doesn't. The idea is that it doesn't matter. I mean, another good idea. I mean, you're sitting at the freaking lows, man. You're sitting at the lows. I can't with Solana. I love Solana. I really do love Solana. I know the whole outages thing and Sam Bankman-Fried and all that crap. I mean, I get it, but I mean, look. I mean, over here. All right. $30,000 Bitcoin was. All right. And then you look at Solana, and it's the same price as it was when Bitcoin was at 30K, and Bitcoin is at 20K. All right. I mean, that's, to me, incredible. You know? I mean, has other altcoins done that? I mean, what was the one other? Look at Matic. What's Matic doing? Matic in the summertime. Yeah, sitting at the summertime lows. All right. Is Atom sitting at the summertime lows? Sitting at the summertime lows. All right. Quant. Is it sitting at the summertime lows? Quant's different, maybe. Where are you? Oh, yeah. Well, Quant was completely different. June. Quant went up crazy different. Gala also was different. September, October, November. Gala was a late. Well, Kadena obviously wasn't one of them. Kadena was a late bloomer. Alright. But some of these other ones, I mean, what's up with ETH? ETH, summertime lows. It kind of got up to there. It's basically sitting at its summertime lows. But, one thing is that the Bitcoin dominance is probably heading up. That it's not time to buy altcoins. It is time to buy Bitcoin, in the market. I just need a Solana. I need one. Probably coming to claim this vector candle here on the 2-week chart. You just been in this massive range here. The move has been sell your Bitcoin for alts. Sell your alts for Bitcoin. That's been the move. Take a look at the VIX. I think I have some writing on here, right? Alright, best time to DCA into the market. Right about now. Just saying. Absolute best time to buy in the stock market. Whoa. Alright. Bitcoin volatility index. Alright, we got some things marked here. Alright. So, You know, when volatility is up in these regions here, all right. So, I mean, anywhere in this region has been a really good time. Spikes are the best time to buy. Lows are for scaling out. You know, that's the idea. You know, I don't think you're gonna get anything like March, but you know, right around here. You know, you're looking for that. In fact, I would even move this down a little bit to incorporate that. You know, these are the spikes. You know, anything above this is crazy. What was this? Oh, that was the... See, this is the drop. So you want bear market stuff, you know? May dump. I mean, this was the run up. You can invalidate, you know, you don't want that. You don't want to be buying there. You want to be buying the spikes in the bear markets. You know, as long as you're in a bear market, you know, you want the spikes there. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a pump here. You know, what do we know is that it's going to come up here. It's going to release the liquidity from those shorts. No good. But hey, we DCA'd. How's our DCA doing? How's our Sol? Our one Solana. Hey, we're up on our Solana. All right. Long-term hold. Long-term hold. Okay. I like the money flow on Solana on the 2-day, man. I like it. Crossing over. It's big. I like that. Momentum coming up. You know? If it goes to 40 or 50, maybe, you know, take some profit and try to farm it, maybe. I don't know. I'll try not to trade too much. I'm going to try not to trade too much. But listen, I'm going to go. Green dot on your 10-day. Your 16-day. 16-day green dot. Back in July. 3 weeks. Not enough data. Not enough data. But you know, you got a red dot on your 5-day. 3-day. 3-day green dot. Ooh, it's good. These are good. It's good. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's a nice W formation. It's possible we would just range here on the bottoms and we were just flat. It's very possible. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, I don't. Nope. I'm not risking it. I'm DCAing all the way. All right. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Brussels sprouts.